Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 47 of Improving Chess with Sagar. And today we have Samay who will be joining us. And today is going to be a very exciting day because we are going to do some tactics today. That's the plan for today's session. We are going to solve some tactics, get that thing rolling where you will be in the right frame of mind to find those little tactical details in your games. Welcome to everyone in the chat. I was commentating on Samay stream just a few minutes ago, and that was the Hindi Sagar. That's the Sagar which only comes out in voice chats, the in voice mails. But here Sagar is civilized, English speaking, calm, cool, composed. So, two personalities. Cemil is here in the chat. Cemil, I have sent you the link on your Instagram. A lot of people want you to join the join the show, and it would be a big pleasure to have you in the show because Cemil is such a wonderful person. He's won the love of not just me, Samay, and all the people who are in the video, but also of the crowd. A lot of people enjoy his presence. Achal Upadhyay, the 6171 was me against Samay learning from you. Achal Upadhyay, I'm sorry if I said anything wrong in that chat. Most of the times I'm just speaking my mind out, heart out. So if I said something which may not be good, or like I tried to be little or something like this, please don't mind it. It's just in fun, that was the main aim. Keith Mascarenas, we need some of that commentary during Samay Vaibhav's training games here. Well, Keith, here we do not bring that side of Sagar on this stream. It's only for voice, so we keep that. Let's bring on air first of all Mr. Samay Raina. He is here. Let me first get rid of my black screen. Yes, that's good. And now admit. Hello, Mr. Samay Raina. What a brilliant genius, man. He's still connecting to the audio, so मेरा कुछ भी नहीं सुन पा रहा है अभी. He can't hear me. Oh, Cemil is here. Samay is busy chatting with someone on his phone, so he is unable to connect to the audio. Samay, connect to the audio. Oh, we have Grandmaster Cemil with Samay, the top first and sixth place finisher at a recent event.
Oh man, I was looking forward to face you.
Yeah, I was actually trying to play you, but it didn't happen. I wanted to play one or two games, but I realized I played tournament. It was not intentional.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah, I was gonna move, like not play, but I saw the chat wanted me to play. I didn't want to take away the fun, but I realized they actually would like to have the chance to play Grandmaster. So
yeah, of course. Everyone loves if any professional player comes, and it's like always some or the other professional player comes. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Mainly, I was watching the commentary. And congrats on reaching 1200.
Thank you.
1300. So there is no stop, right?
No, Cemil, the aim is to reach 1400, not 1300. Because, if he aims 1400, he'll reach 1300. That's what I always tell people, that if you, even Cemil, he wants to aim reaching 2600 in chess, he should keep an aim of reaching 2700. Because then 2600 is just on the way to reaching 2700. And I think
I will reach 3300.
Okay, so guys, today what I had planned is to show you some tactical positions, okay, of Mikhail Tal, okay, and to solve them. That is the idea. But Cemil, if you have any interesting game of yours which you think where you played, I think you are an aggressive player. That's what I get a feeling from seeing you, from the way you talk. I have not seen too many of your games, but I generally feel that you are aggressive. Am I right?
Very aggressive, yes.
Very
Actually,
aggressive.
you annotated one of my games in 2015 Qatar against Fedoshev.
Ah,
I couldn't mate him, but he was white, and I took his king all the way from e1 to a5, and it was a draw at the end. But
ah.
Wow.
yeah,
Okay,
I was
okay.
completely winning this game.
Damn, dude.
Very aggressive player I am. Yeah.
So, do you
My
have
father is
any?
also
Yeah. Please, Samay.
very aggressive player. I taught him just right. No,
Yeah.
no, genuinely.
Acha, he tries to attack a lot. Yeah, more
Yeah,
more
yeah.
aggressive than you, Samay.
Yeah, मैंने उनको मेट किया और उन्हें थप्पड़ मार दिया भाई.
Cemil, what he said was he checkmated his father on chessboard and he slapped him. So he's very aggressive.
Do I
Sujit,
have any attacking games? I have many attacking games.
let's see the most brilliant game of your life. Let's see the most brilliant game. That would be fun.
Okay, so my game with Inar Kiev, I will try
Okay,
to.
Inar Kiev is a legendary player from Russia. He was 2700 plus at one point, so would be great fun to see that game. Abhishek Deshpande says, "Thanks for making chess interesting. Love it." Karthik Venkatesan finally reached 1200. Thanks, Sagar. All the best, Samay. Oh, Karthik also reached 1200. Aaj kya? What a day it is.
Ooh, what a day.
Samay has reached 1200. Karthik has
I have
reached
reached
1200.
200k actually.
Oh, 200k तो कोई सोच ही नहीं रहा है. By the way, guys, please, all those who maybe there's no one here who has not subscribed to Samay's
Right.
channel. But if there is someone who hasn't, please go and subscribe to Samay Raina's channel. Recently, Samay, there's a nice tweet. I think we should show it to the viewers. Where
I reshared it. I retweeted it.
yeah, where it's shown like how the chess channels are moving, and
Yeah.
I think Samay is the one fastest moving up 200k in 3 months. He's reached 200k in 3 months, which is fantastic. I mean, look at this face of Samay. He's like smiling, laughing. You feel like अरे मजाक कर रहा है, but behind this bhola, behind this cute face is a planner, is a man who is thinking how
Wow.
to give the best content to his viewers, and that is what Samay is. Samay, you have inspired me also a lot, because because of you I started improving my thumbnail, I started improving my presentation in the streams. You see, there of course I'm still
mic.
my no, this I was inspired by Tanmay, but I have to say because he has this mic. But yes, I think Samay has brought a lot of professionalism into this thing. I mean, look at Vidit also. He's doing a phenomenal job. So अच्छा,
Okay.
हाँ, एक सेकेंड, आज एक दो सुपर चैट पढ़ लेता हूँ, आपके बारे में भी रहेंगे. आचल उपाध्याय, अरे नहीं भाई, यू आर सो स्वीट, फॉलोइंग सिंस थ्री टूर्नामेंट्स, 3 months. Samay, please, next time when you go live, please tell the viewers that whatever Sagar says while commentating, please don't take
Is
it
wrong.
seriously, because I'm just in a fun mode. I might
Please lodge FIR on Sagar Shah if he has demeaned any of you. Sagar Shah.
अरे यार, ये समय को कुछ बता ही नहीं सकते. मुरली फनी कह रहे हैं, GM
बता के.
petition to give diamond membership to Arya #2. पता नहीं क्या है, क्यों आर्या को diamond
He finished second, no. So
Oh.
they're like, he should get
Aryan
Cemil,
Atori.
Cemil is getting diamond membership.
But
Of
Cemil
course,
already
it is
has.
second.
Cemil can
Yeah.
give it to Aryan Atori.
Yeah, if Cemil decides to gift it to Aryan Adori, then we can do it.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah, all right. Aryan
fantastic.
Adori, congratulations. I will speak to chess.com.
Cemil is a
I
gem.
was there for the entertainment, not for the diamond membership.
Cemil is a gem. Sujit Varghese, good morning, Sagar. Some credit should go to me for Samay reaching 1200, as it was my suggestion. Just kidding. Good luck, Samay, for 1400. Well played. Sujit ji is a regular follower, Samay, of everything that we are doing, and I think he is very excited that you reach 1400. So I hope
1400. Okay.
Anirudh Desai, thank you so much. Karthik K, what's going to come first, 1300 for Samay or 300k subs? Good question. I have a feeling 1300, because that might happen in 2 days, while 300k subs might take at least a month. No, maybe 10 15 days. Abhilash Meregu, good morning Sagar and congrats to Samay for 1200. Brilliant, brilliant. This is amazing, what everyone. So Cemil, if you are ready, shall we get the chessboard out?
Yeah, if possible, can you share it on your screen?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to share my screen. And guys, now the players will become a little small here. So please don't mind that. The main thing is to focus on chess. Cemil Chan, who is a top GM from Turkey, now settled in the US, has a rating of 2550, is just 21 years old, is studying at the St. Louis University, is going to show one of his best attacking games of chess. Let's see that game. Cemil, who is your opponent?
I'm playing white, and my opponent is Ernesto Inarkiev. He is vice European champion, and he was 2700 player in real FIDE rating. And yeah, I think he was part of the Russian national team at some point. Not the A team, but very popular grandmaster
Yeah, I'm
for
just
sure.
going to show the picture to everyone. This is Ernesto Inarkiev here. Very, very talented young GM and a very strong player. So it's
Yeah, I
amazing
think
that
he's
Cemil has
top
beaten him.
100.
Sorry?
He's for sure top 100 at this point, but I
Yeah.
don't know his current ranking.
Okay. Okay.
This was in Turkish league, and I decided to play board one for my team. Normally in Turkey, you can play youth boards and also like main boards. I
Hmm.
decided to play main boards so I can play with these giants. And in fact, I even played Nihal Sar in this tournament, but he was international master back then. So imagine how many years ago this was.
I am
He has been
guessing this
grandmaster
is
forever. It's
2016.
2018.
18. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Cemil, if you can at the right time, right moment, ask questions for Samay and the viewers to guess the move, that would be very nice.
Let's guess the
Yeah.
first move.
Cemil, are
Okay,
you
actually,
white?
go ahead. Go. I am white. Yes, go ahead. First move. It's very aggressive game.
Okay, aggressive. Let me try. Is it D4?
No, e4. Come on. Aggressive with e4.
Okay.
Let's see what Cemil played.
I actually played D4.
Oh!
What happened, Sagar Shah? Today's my day, bro.
Today is Samay's day.
Okay,
Today is Samay's day.
knight F6. He played, and this second move, I think you will not guess based on the game being very aggressive.
G3? G3?
My
No.
Samay's guess is g3. My guess is bishop g5.
Let's see.
They're both wrong. It's actually bishop F4.
Oh, London system. What is
Yeah.
this, man? London
Oh
system is
my.
Well,
supposed to be solid.
yeah, the story behind is I went to lunch with my team at the same day, and I was very not sure on what opening to play because I felt like he's better than me in every single opening. And I asked a player in my team, which he only plays London. And I did it on purpose just to hear the answer, play London. And he's like, yeah, go play London, no problem. And I'm like, okay, at least one person in my team supports the idea. So I played London, bishop F4.
Okay.
Jamin,
He played,
what was the idea if he would have gone H5 here?
here H5 is actually not as dangerous because there is no E5 threat.
Okay, let's go H5. What would you do here?
Anything is fine, I think.
Go H. Okay. What would you do?
E3.
E3. Let's go E3. Okay. What is your response for E5?
Well, now I can take with the
With?
G pawn.
And then Sagar Shah.
Arey, the thing is, this trap works, Samay, when you go d4, d5, bishop f4, h5. Now it works. E3, e5. Takes.
I played this in this tournament today, like last hour with black.
Ah, you played it.
Yeah, I watched the video. That's where I learned it. I also played it in the morning.
Amazing, amazing. So bishop f, now h5 makes no sense because knight is covering this f6 square. Okay.
Oh, great.
So he played e6.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played e3. Main line. c5. Here I played knight d2. Knight c6.
Is there any difference if you go c3 here, because c3 looks very solid?
Probably not, actually, because I was kind of confused on the move orders he picked during the game, and I think there is no difference. My ideal was to try to not develop knight on g1 because mostly the queen on d1 protects h5 square. So black doesn't have this knight h5 ideas. If you play the London, you might recognize that knight h5 in the long run often takes the dark squared bishop. So my idea was to keep as much as possible the knight on g1, placed there, and finish my development before I played knight f3. But in the game, I forgot it, as we will see. I
Okay.
actually wanted to do one thing and I forgot it afterwards. So he played c5, knight d2, knight c6, and here I already played knight f3. This was not exactly planned, but I still had this prepared. He played d5,
Okay.
and
Now
I played c2.
we are back in the main line of this
Yeah.
London.
Here there are hundreds of games which Magnus played and many other players started playing, and it became a big trend. And here he played the most critical line, which Black gets a chance to try to win. So he took on d4.
Ah.
The reason why they take on d4 is that sometimes white can take on c5 in some variations. So he is avoiding this capture completely.
And also,
And yeah, and he went for that.
Yeah,
But there are other
Samay, you
moves.
were saying something, Samay?
yeah, but nothing as important as Jamil.
Yeah, but go on.
No, go ahead.
I was like, I think I would do c takes on d4 with the idea of developing bishop in the future.
This
Yeah,
bishop?
so you might not want to play like bishop e7, and if I take, you might not want to move twice your bishop. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
because
So
yeah,
yeah, that has a very good point also. So that's one idea. Usually white players don't hurry up taking because they wait a bit more. They go usual
Guys,
check.
Jamil,
oh
Jamil,
man,
Jamil,
oh
we have a guest today. We have, what a day. We
wow,
We-
अरे भाई, wow.
Rahul Subramaniam has made an entry for the first time. First time to learn chess.
Wow. What a day. What a day.
Dude, I was just in a show for that North America audience, तो इसलिए सुबह उठना पड़ा 7 बजे, या तो मैं कभी नहीं उठ पाता।
अरे क्या बात है, and you know, you did a show in North America, and right now a player, a grandmaster who is in America is going to teach you.
Hello, Rahul.
Hi, Samay. You're the... Hey, hi man. Hi, what's up?
Hello, nice to meet you.
So I'll introduce both of you. Rahul, this is Cemil Can. He is a grandmaster from Turkey, and right now he is in St. Louis in USA studying there. His rating is 2550, and he's just 21 years old. So he is really one of like the top youngsters in the world of chess. And Cemil, we have a very famous stand-up comedian here, Rahul Subramaniam. I wanted to make it work. You know, my punch didn't, because I wanted to say there are two stand-up comedians, but there's only one who is famous. But I couldn't make it work. Samay, you should teach me how to place this.
No, but I like Samay how Sagar, no, in the process of explaining a joke, he actually throws his punch. That's a very smart way.
Sagar is too smart. He's 1.5 dead. मतलब you see, लोग green screen लगाते हैं, Sagar ने दीवारें green कर दी है.
Yeah, but viewers can't see it. Viewers can see only the other Sagar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Cemil, Rahul has come for there are 47. This is the 47th episode, but this is the first one for Rahul, and so his first teacher is going to be you. You know, that is just amazing. Rahul,
Yes.
we are seeing a game that is one of the best games of Cemil's entire chess career.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Can you send me the link or something?
No, I'll share the
Just
screen.
screen share.
I'll share the screen.
Okay, awesome.
So you have to, at the right moment when Cemil asks a question to you and Samay, you guys have to guess the move.
Oh shit. Okay.
No,
Don't
no,
worry.
pressure.
no
Oh,
pressure,
God.
no pressure. It's just
No
about
pressure.
learning. This is about learning.
Yeah, most of my decisions were wrong anyway, so no problem. Okay,
Let's
he
take it
took-
from the top.
Let's take it from the start. Okay. So white is Cemil, black is Ernesto Inarkiev, who is a Russian grandmaster and a 2700 plus GM. So d4, Cemil, you can take through the moves.
Yeah, d4, knight f6, bishop f4 I played. This is the London system. I am sure you have seen it at some point because it is so-called the lazy opening because white mostly plays the same setup against everything, but I played it a bit more with a twist. So he plays e6. It's a very natural move. He wants to develop his bishop, the dark squared bishop and short castle. I played e3 as usual, c5. Black is trying to strike to the center. I played knight d2, just developing. Nothing fancy. Generally, when you start the game, you should not try to do something fancy. It's most important to finish development, control the center, and then we will see the future. So he plays knight c6. As you can see, both sides are developing and controlling the center. Knight f3, d5, extra control on the center, c3. And this is the main position of the London, where everybody is developing slowly and controlling the center. And here he took on d4. Actually, this is a question. With which pawn would you take on d4?
Oh, nice question, Cemil.
And why?
That is a good question here, and both moves look good. Let's see what Samay has to say, what Rahul has to say. Rahul, even if you get everything wrong, no tension, yeah. Just enjoy yourself here. It's about a lot of people are also learning in the chat, so no pressure. It's fun.
Okay. Who has to go first?
You go first, bhai. You go first.
And my reasons might also be really off.
It's fine.
I mean, your reason can be, let's say, I will take with the C pawn because I like the letter C better than E.
Okay, all right.
It doesn't have to be just related. It can be anything.
Shrijit VR says Makaran Deshpande OP, love you. Rahul from Cali.
Thanks.
Cali. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so so this is my guess. I would take it with the C pawn. Again, because to get access to my queen to get out.
Okay.
If it sounds very dumb, please guys tell me. Huh?
No, it's I would also take from C pawn only.
Okay.
But because I have been taught that you should always capture towards the center.
Okay. My suggestion here is to take with the E pawn.
Yes.
Because not because Samay and Rahul said C pawn, but because I think E file is more important in this position than C file. Let's see what Cemil did.
Yeah, I took with the E pawn. This has two reasons. Actually, if you watched yesterday's lecture or you were part of, like Samay, do you remember the minority attack where Sagar was explaining B4, B5 ideas? And in this one, it's actually the board flipped completely. Same idea, but now the minority happens from the black side. So the same idea as you saw, white is trying to get against the minority. This is first point. And the second point is that the reason we don't take with the C pawn is that our knight on B1 has already developed to the D2 square, which is not the best square if you would take with the C pawn. So ideally, you would want to put it on C3. And this would come from a different opening called Slav. Maybe we can show them from the start so that there is a more logical order. So D4, D5, and the reason I'm showing you is to understand when you would take with the c pawn and when you would take with e pawn. c4, c6, and let's say immediately cd5, uh, cd5. So you already see how similar this is. Imagine that black played c5 and took on d4, and white played c3 and took on d4. So same position. And now white would play knight c3.
Knight
And
c3.
this is better because it controls more squares, and the knights are not really stopping each other. When they are facing each other like d2, f3, or similar, like they're looking at each other, they're kind of doing the same thing and they're blocking each other. So it's a good idea to have your knight on c3 in this position, not on d2. It's not a big deal, but if you are trying to get advantage, it's better to take with e pawn.
Okay, so
Do you have any additional reasons why e takes is better? I don't know actually. Those are the two I can come up with.
yeah, I think in general what Cemil said makes complete sense, and also somehow bishop will come here, queen will come here, and it looks more harmonious, the entire position.
Also, I think what Jamil said, if c takes on d4, then it provides the opportunity of bishop to b4.
Excellent. Yes. This is very correct. And then knight e4, and you have to deal with this pin, and it's too much. It's unnecessary. So why to
Yeah, and
stress
then
about this?
knight e4, yeah.
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 Too much stress, not required. So cd, ed, and then he played this move knight h5. And this is where the fun slowly starts to begin, because I am lower rated than him. And when you're lower rated opponent, generally, even if you are playing with black pieces, they want to beat you because they have ego. They want to beat you. They don't want to make draw. They don't want to lose rating. It's very important. So he's going for something active. Here I played bishop e3, but you can retreat anywhere. I did this. Bishop d6. And okay, here is actually an interesting position to find a move, but it's not very critical.
Okay, white
So,
to move. Maybe there are many ways for white to play here, but
anyway.
let's see what you guys come up with. What would you play here with white?
Rahul?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I think Samay being the more experienced one, Samay, you will find moves faster sometimes. So you can go first.
That's why. No, but if I find, then there's no fun for Rahul. No?
Uh-huh.
I want Rahul also to find, yeah.
But I don't want to waste a lot of time.
No, you can waste any time. In the stream, most of the time I'm making wrong moves and we are correcting them.
And Samay is feeling like, okay, if I say the right move, then matlab aaj Samay full confidence.
Bro, I just finished 6th in a tournament, bro. Don't underestimate me.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope I'm not boring you guys with my explanation.
No, you are interesting as always.
Cemil, this is building up. This is you are an attacking player. This is one of your best games. Opponent is Ernesto Inarkiev. So we are getting excited. Okay.
All I can say is कि मेरे को बच्चों ने Discovery Channel बहुत पसंद थी.
क्या joke है ये?
Joke नहीं ये move का hint है. I think.
अच्छा. Oh, okay. Nice, Samay. Nice.
Is that a hint that I will get to? Or no? There's some chess terms that I don't know about.
No, discovery. There is a theme called discovered attack. Means there's something which is hiding an attack in the position. Something is attacking a piece, but there's something in middle. So if you move it, then there's a discovered attack. So something.
Oh, got it.
He's hinting towards that.
Oh,
I might be wrong also, but
yeah, possible. Praveen Prabhakaran, thank you so much.
Yeah, I think you have to move now I think you have to move the knight from f3, but I am where do you move the knight from f3 to? Am I partially
what would
right?
you do in this place? Ignore my discovery.
What would I?
What would you do in this position?
What would I have done? I would have actually I I would have taken the bishop f bishop out so that I
Yeah.
can castle next.
Here to e2 or
Well,
d3?
Yeah. I
Or
would have
to
taken it to
b5.
d. No, I would have taken it to d3. D3.
Okay. Cemil, Rahul's move is bishop d3. What about Samay?
I would go bishop b5.
Okay, interesting. So no discovery, yeah, Samay?
After this, there will be a discovery. Knight e5 discovery.
Okay, okay. So what about Cemil? Are they right?
The ideas are right. It's just different move order. Like bishop b5 with idea knight e5, very good actually. But you actually don't have to prepare knight e5. Here I played knight e5 immediately because I am immediately attacking the knight, as you said, discovered attack. And there is a small trap here. If he takes with knight takes e5, which looks completely normal, he takes my knight with his knight. Now I take with the pawn his knight, d takes e5. And now actually I'm attacking the bishop and the knight. And suddenly he lost the piece out of nowhere. And if he takes with the bishop instead of the knight, now I take with the pawn and I am still attacking his knight on h5 and it has almost no squares. So you see how not easy it.
Oh,
He has to
wow.
play like
Actually, knight can't go anywhere.
yeah,
Oh,
he has to
wow.
play g6, but already remember what I said yesterday. When you take opponents, let's say dark squared bishop, the whole dark squares become weak. Now all the dark squares are completely weakened, and now we can slowly play knight f3. I don't know. We slowly develop your position. Bishop b5, bishop e2, castles. Every chess principle applies from now on. It's just that we got rid of his bishop.
Nice.
And the reason why bishop d3, Rahul's suggestion, why it's not good is after bishop d6, our opponent wanted to play knight f4. So he supported a new square for his knight on the side, and this will attack the bishop and the pawn in front of our king potentially. And that's why we will have to get rid of our dark squared bishop by taking his knight. And now we just lost, we traded important pieces, but giving up the bishop sometimes is not a very good choice. So that's why bishop d3 is not the best. And bishop b5 is good, but it might be placed on d3 in the future. That's why we just go knight e5 direct.
Okay.
So he played g6.
By the way, just Rahul, one small thing to add here. Usually, when you have the bishop pair, like two bishops, it's considered to be a small edge. So here, although knight and bishop are often considered as equal in value, but if you or your opponent, anyone has two bishops and opponent has a bishop and a knight against it, then the side with two bishops always has a small edge.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, so knight e5 was played.
Yeah, he played g6. So now he's attacking my knight, which he wants to win a pawn. So here I played the other knight from d2 to f3, supporting my knight. He plays f6. Okay, now guess the move. And I will give a hint that the fun begins already. It's move 11 and the fun is beginning.
Move 11, and usually when your piece is attacked, you want to retreat it. But when a grandmaster says the fun is beginning, I think
something's happening. Yeah, something's about to happen. Something.
It may not be a normal move. Rahul, you have brought along with you a lot of Real Madrid fans. Oh no, sorry. Liverpool fans.
Liverpool fans, yes. Here's where the fun begins. That's wow.
Yeah, this is
Did you play Scribble after this? Sorry. Checks captures threads, so we don't have to think. That means.
Wait.
Possible. Two captures I can see, but don't know if they work.
This is a theoretical position, by the way. He was still in preparation, and technically I was also in my preparation, but I forgot it.
Okay.
And I played very quickly the game, so he thought I was prepared, but it was complete bluff.
Hmm.
Samay, any ideas?
Sagar, I can't see
One
the board.
second.
There is some hindrance in the middle.
Now
Yeah,
it's
now I
gone.
can. I'm now that you have said there is something interesting. Now I'm thinking like that. Otherwise, I would just bring knight back.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking, for example?
Now I'm calculating knight takes on g6. I'm calculating knight knight to g5.
Okay.
Mhm. Thank you, Kaivalya KS. I mean, Samay and Rahul, you have to look at checks, captures, and threats. So, first of all, check if there are any checks. If there are none, then you look at what is being captured. And if there are no captures, then you try to look at some threats you can create. You know, threats are always attacking a piece or something like that. And if that also doesn't work, then you can say, okay, I will just retreat my piece, you know, like that.
Okay, did you go bishop g5? Okay, let me think.
I also have to ask Cemil, was this a planned move, whatever you did, or was it more like you discovered this move while playing? You saw
So
this coming, so whatever move you played, was this part of your plan from the beginning, the moment he moved his knight to h5?
yeah, so mostly grandmasters before they come into the game, they prepare something. They try to guess what their opponent will play, and they prepare. But they prepare so many things that sometimes they forget small details. And when I went back to my room after the game, I checked this position exactly happened in my analysis. This is what we call it. And I forgot the correct move. And I played something improvised at the board. But I
Okay,
played it
wow.
so quickly that my opponent considered it as planned.
So
And he
Rahul,
started being scared.
basically there's an app called ChessBase on which every player's database is there. Like all, if you are a professional player, so Rahul Subramaniam's all matches will be in that database. So if I have to play against you tomorrow, then I'll go to that app and I'll be like, okay, if I play e4, how many percent of times Rahul has played what? So it will show me like 90% of times Rahul has
Okay.
played f3. So
Got
I'll
it, got it,
prepare
got
like
it.
that.
So here, just to show Rahul, if you click on this button reference, then ये position में जितना भी game हुआ है अभी तक will
I
be
got
all
it.
listed down. You see, this is
Oh,
the
yeah,
game
my
Ali
Wow.
Mirandi versus Inarkiev number 2. So we are not going to see right now, otherwise you will get the move.
I saw.
अरे यार समय
I
you are
saw
very
knight
quick.
g4, but that doesn't make. I saw knight g4, bhai. Sorry, bhai.
Okay.
I'm
So
honest, but
that is nice. By the way, Cemil, we have to make sure that you show this game in the next 35 minutes because at 9:30 we have to end this stream. So just so that you know when is the right time to stop and so on.
I think you should
So knight
say that to
g4.
us.
Sorry.
So knight.
क्या?
Because I think the problem is we are taking too much time. So that's why.
No.
Yeah.
This is meant so that, see, there are people in the chat who are also thinking along with you. And Rahul,
Correct.
there are a lot of people who are happy that you are here because there were people who were not very well versed with all the things, and many times you are going too quick. So now that you're bringing in a little bit of,
Yeah.
this, a lot of.
Yeah. So I'm guessing a lot of people in the audience or in the chat also would like to take their time. So
Yeah,
because of this,
absolutely.
they are feeling comfortable with the speed.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, so knight g4, guys.
Actually, it's not knight g4.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Knight
It's the
g4.
move g4.
Oh, it's g4.
Yeah. Because knight g4, it's backward move. It doesn't really suit my style. I went all in.
भाई मेरे को कॉपी करना भी नहीं आता भाई.
No, this was a nice statement by
Nice.
Cemil. He says,
Yeah.
Knight G4 is a backward move. It doesn't suit my style.
My style, yeah.
So I go forward. Fantastic.
Yeah. I always try to go forward if I can. Here he went Knight G7 back. Of course, there are many lines, but he played it. It's the best. I took the knight on C6 because now my knight is attacked. He recaptured back.
And also because Cemil doesn't believe in going back, so always forward. So
Always.
takes. Okay.
And now, how do we continue? Now that we started this attack, just like Samay's game yesterday.
Samay will get this. Samay will get this move.
I mean, he will find the rest of the moves, I think. We already set up the environment.
Yeah.
The rest is similar to your game yesterday.
Okay. Karthik Tiwari, thank you so much. Karthik, Queen F4. Yeah.
Do you attack the knight now by taking your bishop to H6?
That's possible move. That's a very possible move. He will probably defend it, and the game will continue.
Maybe he will castle, something like that.
But
Did you just go H4?
Yeah, H4.
Attack. Wow.
Attack. He played the move E5. So in chess, it's very important. When your opponent attacks you from the flanks, king side or queen side, generally the best suggestion is to respond from the center. So that's what he's doing. So can you see with the move E5 what my opponent is threatening?
Threatening E4. No.
E4, yeah.
That's one idea. And what is the second idea?
Bishop takes on G4.
Bishop takes G4 pawn.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good,
nice,
guys.
Very nice. So my opponent is threatening bishop takes G4. So what would White do? How would you continue? And this is where he started burning a lot of time, actually. Especially after my next move, which I spent only a few minutes.
You know, in such positions, there are some players who will feel at home. Like he has pushed his pawns and they'll feel like, wow, this is attacking aggressive. But there are some players like me who will be like, oh, these have created weaknesses. So a similar position of chess can be perceived in many different ways. That's why Cemil is a very aggressive player. So is Samay. I am not sure yet about Rahul's style of play, so we'll get to know.
I would be the first person to take my knight back, bishop back.
So you're solid. You're solid.
No, I'm scared.
G5. How about G5 here?
G5 is interesting, actually. You are hitting the pawn chain.
If F5, then D takes on E5.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't consider this. It might be better than my move. G5.
Samay open in chat.
It's very good move, I think. Yeah, I didn't play this, but I might regret it.
Nice. Maybe if he goes E4 here.
Then just G takes on F6.
And then queen takes.
Yeah.
Then resigns.
Oh, we have.
But, it looks pretty dangerous, I have to say.
Yeah.
Cemil, we
can
have
go back to the...
one more guest joining us here today. Mr. Vaibhav Sethia is here. Vaibhav, we can't see you in the camera.
He's like, I'm new waking up.
Go back, not to Sagar. Go back to G4.
Sorry,
no?
Not G5 was played.
Yes.
Okay, here.
Please, Rahul Subramanian.
Kishore Hazarika ji, nice t-shirt. Thank you, Kishore ji. Kishore always, no matter what shirt I play, he always gives a super chat saying nice t-shirt, even if it's the worst t-shirt in the world. Pawan Reddy, unable to remember chessboard notations, please advise. Pawan, I can tell you only what GM RB Ramesh said. He said, if you are willing enough to learn notation, you will find a way, because it's very easy to learn the notations. So please learn them.
I have a trick also, but Sagar Shah might not enjoy that.
Please say it.
How to learn notation?
Please say it. It's okay.
On chess.com, there is a feature where it will just the chessboard will come and give you 60 seconds, and it will say B4. You tap B4. It will say C5. You tap C5. In 1 minute, how many correct you can do? It will always keep a record of that. It will be like, okay, this was your best. This is your second best. That way.
Okay, cool. So that's a feature on chess.com, and you can go and
Sorry.
check it out. No, it's completely fine. Welcome, Vaibhav.
That's actually a very
Hey, hi, good morning. Hi, guys. Or my Rahul is here.
Rahul. I would just like to show for a second everyone on the big screen so that everyone can see each other, because you can anyway see each other, right?
Yeah. I just saw, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And hi, Cemil. Hi,
Hello.
Cemil. Nice
How
to
are
see
you?
you again. And Samay.
So it's from Cemil and Sagar. I just want to know at this point, at this particular position, what is the way to think? Just give us some idea on what, like directionally, what are you supposed to do? Because there are a couple of things, like the G4 pawns being attacked right now. That's one thing. Second, so the center is also being attacked. So now when there are, how do you think? What is it?
This is actually a very wonderful question, because it's very risky position, and the only thing a player can rely on in such cases is calculation. If you are not very strong in calculating, let's say 2-3 moves, that's why this position is risky. And that's why we can also say that some people will feel at home because they will have intuition, and some people will be like very scared and might even lose this position in 2-3 moves. But the general idea is, if you started a plan, you want to continue with this plan, even if it is not the best. It's suggested to continue with it, because a bad plan is better than no plan. This might not be correct in all time, but it's a good idea. So especially now, most of this was done by calculation. I didn't really flip a coin, but I was trying to calculate as much as I can for the future. And the game will get a lot of messy positions. So that's why calculation is number one in such positions. If it is positional, so no tactics, let's say, like no G4 pawn hanging, center is stabilized, then you can think a bit more calmly. But in dynamics, there is no room for error in the modern day.
Okay, Vaibhav, what we are doing here is Cemil is actually showing one of his best attacking games ever, and his opponent is Ernesto Inarkiev, who is a 2700 plus grandmaster, very strong player. And Cemil is white here, and you have to think for last move for black was e5, so white to move.
Thanks, man.
Okay. Was it rook to G1?
It was not, because I don't defend my pieces.
Nice one.
I don't defend, I don't retreat. I am surprised I made the 25-50.
I think I am liking Cemil more and more the way he speaks. I was thinking he might say Rook G1 possible, but no, he was like, no, I don't defend my pieces. I am always on the attack. Fantastic.
I feel like I am bad inspiration by showing this game.
No.
Okay, H5.
H5, yes, thank you.
That's the only other thing.
No way back. We go straight. He plays E4.
Okay, first question is, what about taking this pawn? You're giving it up just like that.
Yeah, very good question. It will probably transpose to the game. But
okay.
So he plays E4. Okay, this should
Then
be
just
easy.
H takes on G6.
Yes, no.
Because why not?
Let's go forward. So if he takes the knight in this position, we go Rook H7. Since we opened the file, we go straight into the attack. And if he takes, let's say Rook takes H7, we just take with the pawn.
Wow.
And we're so close to promoting this pawn. It's only move 17 and the pawn has raced down the board. And this position surprisingly is close to winning, because the pawn on H7 is already a headache for the black pieces. And soon I will pick up this pawn on F3, next move, and then develop my bishop, let's say to D3, to defend my pawn forever. and I will long castle, bring the rook in, and I will attack this king in the middle of the board, no defense. Because he is not developed. Look at the rook on a8. Look at bishop on c8, not doing anything. Knight on g7, like if you give 5 moves, I don't know where it will end up. So no future for his pieces. That's why computer is even saying +1 point something. It's big advantage. My opponent didn't go for any of this. He didn't enjoy this position. So he took on g4 after this. So he pinned my knight. He is like, I will take your knight, take your rook, and then make you regret all your decisions of attacking. And how do we continue?
I don't know how do we continue, but I know how you will continue.
Tell me.
No
Rook takes
retreats,
on
no
F7.
defenses.
Obviously.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I mean, okay, now actually few important lines. What happens? Let's see if he takes on h7. Rook takes h7. This is easy. We take back. And let's say he goes king f7. So he is defending my promotion with his queen. And he's attacking my knight. How do I deal with this?
Knight e5 check.
Excellent. I mean, I'm surprised you only crossed 1200. You're playing like grandmaster. Knight g5, knight e5. They are both winning moves. So same scenario with if he goes king d7.
1 second, just to make it clear here, this is pinned and you're losing the knight, so check, and he must take, otherwise the bishop will hang for free with an attack on the queen. So he takes and you take back, and now the pieces are equal in the position, like both sides have 2 minor pieces, queen and rook, but this guy is so close to queening, so white has a winning advantage here.
Similarly, if he goes king d7 instead of king f7, so if he defends the queen with this way, now what do we do?
Same idea, no?
We still have the same idea, right?
Same idea.
Knight e5 check.
Yeah. Okay, so these both ran into checks. That's why we could play knight e5. And even further, we have checks. But what happens if he goes king e7?
Yeah, now this is tricky. This is how, top players think. They will be like, king f7 is losing, king d7 is losing. So I must find the best defense for my opponent, which is king e7, and then they will think more on that. Always look at the best moves for your opponent. Don't look at inferior. You must look at inferior moves, refute them, but get to the best moves. By the way,
I still see knight e5 only.
Yeah, that's
but,
move.
Oh, this is
If
the
he
move.
takes-
Amazing.
Working.
If he takes the knight g6 check, promotes.
Damn nice.
Wow.
Beautiful.
What is this, Cemil? Maybe equal, or what is this position? Or did I make some mistake? I think Cemil has just hung up. Maybe his internet is gone.
Maybe he's thinking.
Or he's just
He's here.
admiring his own move. Like, what a what a genius I am.
Sorry, I lost internet.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was saying that here, knight e5, you take the queen, you give a check, right?
There is better than check.
Better than check. Okay.
Yeah, C6.
Knight
Oh,
C6.
C6.
Oof.
Man.
And funny thing, it's not even like winning. It's slightly better endgame.
Yeah.
King f7, take the queen, take the bishop, and then he eventually picks up the pawn on h7 with rook h8 and pawn up, but we play on.
Yeah.
Game goes on.
White is a pawn up. After he wins this pawn, white will still have 5 pawns against 4. So it's a advantage in the endgame, and something which top players as black would never like to get into, a suffering endgame.
Yeah. but he took wrong decision. After rook h7, he didn't take on h7. He played rook g8. So
Oh,
his idea was that he defends his knight, doesn't allow my pawn to get further, and he's pinning my keeping on attacking the knight on f3. And there is no knight e5 businesses because the king and the queen are in different color squares, so there is no fork. You cannot fork different colors.
Hey,
So
this is very important what Cemil said. Yeah, like try to remember this, that if you look at it carefully, after rook h7, gh7, king e7, you see that the king and queen are on the same color squares. Whenever two pieces are on the same color dark squares, the knight can fork it, because knight always will attack same color squares. But if you have them on different colors, there can never be any forks. Like even if the king is here, the knight will never be able to fork the king and queen together. Okay, rook g8. Now
this
now
was an
it's
inaccuracy.
yeah, this is inaccurate, but there is only one way which white can actually claim.
okay. I think this
advantage.
is the critical moment, guys. Please think well.
What is the opponent's name? I have a joke.
Inar Kiev.
It's actually inaccurate. Sorry.
Abhishek Deshpande says, Cemil is so humble. Welcome, Rahul.
Oh, that's a weird transition.
there was a comma in between, but Skeet
Okay, so
Mascarenas.
Cemil, you're saying there's just one move possible for white at this point.
One good move, yeah. The rest
Okay.
gives advantage to black.
I think Sagar, let's take a minute at least because
Yes.
Yes.
Please. I'm glad, and I think also this is a critical moment, because if you go wrong here, black will just take your knight and then he will be completely under control.
Okay, I think bishop h6.
He said, let's take a minute, and then he said the move immediately.
So because I could see one move ahead and I'm like happy with, okay, what is happening? One move ahead.
See, this is one thing which Vidit had said in one of his streams, and also when Samay, Biswa, Vaibhav, or all of them were there. He had said that never end a line with your move. Always end it with your opponent's move, which was very nice, because you see when you play bishop h6, now end your calculation with your opponent's move, so that you will never go miss something important.
Got it. Sorry, get the bishop back. Thanks.
Keith Mascarenas, super instructive. Thank you, Cemil. Karthik Tiwari, I haven't seen Rahul so serious. लगता है अब punchline आने वाला है.
Nothing's coming right now. No punchline for sure.
Anirudh Desai, thank you. Mona Lisa Chaudhary, love the way Cemil explains the game. Thanks, Cemil. Good to see a new student joining the older ones. Contrarian 420, that point about colors and knight fork attack never struck me until you said it. Thank you so much. That's the idea of these streams, guys, to teach you something that you didn't know about chess. So thank you, Contrarian.
Yeah, chess has actually so many mathematical features that it's amazing, I think.
Yeah.
Like the knight can't lose a tempo, for example. This I never understood until a certain point.
The knight can?
It cannot lose a tempo because it always jumps from one color complex to another, from light square, dark square, light square, dark square. It always changes squares, so it cannot lose one move when you need to lose a move. Sometimes you wish that it was your opponent's turn in chess, and so the knight can't do it. It's just not capable of it.
I can give an example of this, but I'll give it later. Very nice. Knight can't lose a tempo. This concept is also a very important one. But let's focus on the game. Yeah, Samay.
I just know one interesting fact about the knight, that the best place to be if the knight is in the endgame is if you think it's a square and just be on the diagonal opposite to that knight.
Yes. So if any piece is like two squares on the opposite to the knight, it's the toughest for the knight to attack it because it takes him 3 moves to attack.
Yeah. So if it's an endgame, I quickly take my king over there.
Yeah, very good. That is a very good point.
But I'm always speech down in such endings.
Okay, I have a. Now it might sound stupid. Did you play Queen A4?
Oh, this is an interesting move. Rahul is going on the counter attack. If you take on F3, he's going to take on C6. I don't know if it's the right move, but it's definitely an interesting
Can I
one.
just say my thought process?
Yeah.
So I thought. So if bishop takes knight, then you take the pawn, give a check, and then he's
Queen
what are the options?
D7.
Either he gets the
Then
once again, if he,
come on.
then you take the pawn D5.
और
No,
कुछ
the
बड़ा
rook
मर रहा है.
is-
Something
rook is
big,
hanging,
something
no.
bigger fish. Take the bigger fish.
Take the queen itself.
No.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
rook is
sorry.
hanging, rook is-
Hey, this is what I saw. Okay, this is what I saw. I just forgot what I actually thought to. Sorry, guys.
Okay, but what if not Queen D7?
Yeah, king E7.
What if King E7?
Then you take then you take the pawn, I think. Then you take the pawn. Now he has to move.
Okay, this is intense.
This is now a threat. Checkmate in one. It's a big threat. Okay.
So-
very interesting. Let's ask Cemil if Rahul's move makes any sense here. Queen A4.
It
Brilliant.
makes any
Brilliant.
sense. Sorry.
No, it's brilliant. Queen A4.
Brilliant. Whoa.
Whoa.
Amazing.
And we
I'm going
don't
to drink
go
water.
back.
This
we
feels
only
so
go
good.
forward. So amazing. Exactly everything you said. Bishop takes knight, queen takes pawn, and he cannot block with the queen because the rook is hanging. Everything is correct. If king goes up, you take the pawn. You are threatening mate. Fantastic. There is
Oh
You
no.
my
play this?
God.
Is this what you played?
Did I play?
Yeah, is this what you played?
Of course.
Oh!
Wow.
Yes.
Crazy.
I
Tremendous.
played this, and my opponent saw all this, and he played rook c8. He defended his pawn. And
Your
I will not-
opponent is not following your concepts, which is I never defend, I never go back.
yeah, and now I actually broke my own rook.
Okay.
And here I played knight d2, and this is my, I think, first big
Blunder.
inaccuracy. It was inaccurate. Can you find a better move instead of knight
A7?
back?
A7?
If I take, there is a problem with this. one.
Rook C7.
Exactly. You defend. You defend the mate, attack the queen, and keep attacking the knight. So queen a7 would be inaccuracy, and he was setting up a trap there, which I didn't fall. Keep in mind your knight is still attacked, and I said backward move is not the best move.
Knight E5.
One second.
अरे समय ऐसे पीस मर जाएगा ना F5.
Oh.
Did you play what do you call bishop
H4. Bishop H3.
H3, sorry, bishop H3.
It's possible. I didn't play this. I played knight d2. I went back.
No, but is that the alternate move you're talking about? Because if it takes your knight, you take the rook. If he takes your bishop, you take the bishop with your rook again. So
Yes, but here he can take with the pawn.
Yeah.
And then you will still lose a knight.
that sucks. Then don't do that.
Yeah, the correct move was knight h4. Go forward. There is no room for going backwards. But I had one trick with going backwards. There was actually a reason for it. So that's why I went back. And he fell for it. So
Okay.
after knight d2, he played knight f5. And now there is a move which wins the game in almost no time.
This is complex position. You see so many pieces in the so many threats. This bishop is attacked, pawn is hanging. So you guys need to focus really hard and see what's important, what's going on.
And in this position, he had 15 minutes left on his clock, normal classical time control. So he spent more than almost 2 hours. And I have 1 hour, 11 minutes on my clock.
Wow.
I have almost 1 hour more than him.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
So
a
you
big
just
advantage.
I was racing all the time. Play fast, not go backwards.
Is it rook captures on a7?
You can take on a7, but it comes with a risk. And in fact, it's actually a big mistake.
Oh,
Did you play?
First, you want to understand
Bishop
what
ace.
your opponent wants.
sorry, what?
Sorry.
You have to first understand what is your opponent's threat. When he just played knight f5, he is doing something. So we cannot disregard what he's trying to do.
So two things you must remember, like always, like there are a lot of things that help you to think in the right direction.
Okay.
First, Samay.
No, sorry, you go ahead.
First one is that you look at checks, captures and threats for yourself so that you can find good moves. One more thing is always look at what your opponent is trying to do in a position so that what is he trying to do. And the last one,
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
Is
Knight cap.
yeah, go on, Vaibhav.
No, I'm so sorry. I thought
What
you
is the
actually your
potential
screen
checkmate,
froze.
Vaibhav?
Knight captures on e3. If you
Okay.
can't capture back because bishop g3 is checkmate.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And two bishops will be crucial.
Sorry, Sagar, your screen froze, so I thought you stopped.
No. I'm yeah. These two things mainly: checks, capture, and threats. And what is your opponent's idea? If you think about these things, you may end up with the right.
Okay,
move.
so did you play bishop f6?
Where? Bishop?
F6.
No,
A6, sorry. A6.
Bishop A6. This bishop here. Okay, interesting.
So that you have a movement place to move your king if there is a two bishop attack also to the right. And king is rook so that he takes away the rook so that you can play queen c6 and go back to the original plan.
That's not what I played.
Oh.
Is it? I also have similar idea with bishop, but it's bishop b5.
Ooh.
Bishop b5.
Samay always comes with the most weird moves. Yeah, bishop b5.
If he takes, then you take with check. If he doesn't take, you take with check. But again, when after Rahul pointed out bishop a6, I think there's a stronger move.
Yeah, think of something more forcing here.
Yeah, I didn't think of bishop b5.
Pratik Das says, what do you think about Vishy's chances in Legends of Chess, and who's your favorite legend, Sagar sir? Of course, when Anand is playing, we all root for him. I just have to check the dates when it is beginning, but I'm sure we'll do something very special. Also, I guess Samay will join in and we'll do something interesting for that. Kaivalya KS says, love the addition to our class. Hope they'll be regular. Sagar, did you check the sketch I told you about yesterday? I'm waiting for your reaction on it. No, I haven't checked Ayushi's sketch on Vidit. If you can send me a link, or if you can send it to me, maybe on the email it to chessbaseindia@gmail, would be very nice to see. Scale Tail says
July 21st to August 5th by.
Okay, July 21st to August 5th. So it's some time away, but we'll do something on it. It would be fun to see Anand in action. Always.
Oh, this is why. Oh, I had asked Anand sir for a stream and he had said, he confirmed it. And then he says, I'm playing something. And this is what he's playing.
He's playing this. Yeah. Anand is playing this Legends of Chess with Carlson and co, and it will be fun. Scale Tail says, thanks a lot for these classes, Sagar. These classes are invaluable. Thanks a lot to Samay, Vaibhav and Rahul to come here. When you guys come, the stream becomes so easy to follow, and a true honor to meet Cemil and learn from him. Fantastic super chat, Scale Tail. You have covered everyone.
Yeah, it would be very awkward if he just missed out one.
He missed out Biswa bhai.
Biswa is...
I'm very curious to know what Cemil played now. And this is...
You know, Cemil, my mind is thinking this way. Checks, captures and threats. So I'm looking at checks, like check either check hai, nothing is happening. This is just giving up stuff. Then I'm looking at captures, like Vaibhav said, take this pawn. Doesn't really work. But there's one more capture which no one is talking about. I don't know why. It's just like, then he takes this knight. And suddenly my queen jumps here, attacks the rook, threatens a mate. It is getting me excited, but I don't know if it is working out or not.
Sagar Shah.
I don't know if it's right or not, but it's getting me excited. So just wanted to.
Also, so whenever, first of all, how do I pronounce your name? Am I saying it right? Is it Cemil? How do you say it?
Cemil. It's correct. Yeah.
It's J. C is pronounced as J. Cemil.
Okay, Cemil. Oh, that's a Gujarati name. Yeah. So also, so whenever you tell your move, also you have to please, if you can tell what is wrong with Bishop A6 also, so that we get a sense.
I think after Bishop A6, he can simply play Rook C7. I think he can just keep defending his pawn on C6 and remove his Rook from the attack. So he sees your threat and stops both of them with the same move. I think this is the move which comes to mind.
What's the problem with Bishop B5?
I would think that Queen B6 is the problem because you want to take the pawn on C6 and now Queen B6 defends as well as attacks and you will be forced to go back if I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, looks good. Looks good.
And if you go back, now you have problems with your king, knight E3.
Now if you go knight takes on E4.
Now if we go, okay. Well, I have to capture the knight, I think. Okay, this is interesting.
Bishop C4.
Bishop C4. Yeah.
Bishop or queen? Queen C4.
Okay, that's very good. Yeah.
But Bishop B5, Cemil, why don't you take the bishop? I don't. Is it like lost completely? Like you take? Okay, it's bad.
Bishop 7 mate.
This is a mate. Arey Samay, what a Bishop B5. Nice, nice.
Than it looks like. What happens if I take on E3 first, maybe? But then you take on C6, and it's lost.
No, not lost. Lost. Because if you take and Bishop D7, D6 is hanging.
Well, now Knight C2 actually, and discover check with the bishop.
Oh, there's no spot for nice one. King goes anywhere of the 3 squares, bishop jumps in somewhere and picks up the queen. Oh, brilliant.
So this might be a reason.
This might be rook into C6.
This was not very confident.
This might be a small reason why, like a Stein.
Yeah,
Now,
I didn't consider Bishop B5 actually.
Still, थोड़ा मजा आया कि नहीं?
बहुत बढ़िया.
Very good idea.
Very creative thinker.
I couldn't think through, but I'm thinking F3.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, Vaibhav always has the most weird move is Vaibhav's, but sometimes it works. Like Vaibhav, what about this bishop hanging?
We take the bishop again, so that's all right.
Again, same threat.
But okay, what if I first put in this check? Does that help? Check.
This is too risky. Check on.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah.
But when Vaibhav's weird moves work, they are a treat to watch, But I don't think F3 is really working here.
How can we think like human beings?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, Cemil.
Crazy thinker.
We need to finish this game in the next 5 minutes because I have to.
Easy.
Okay, we are on time. Yeah, Cemil, not many moves left.
I mean, he lost very quickly.
Oh, very nice.
So I took on E4, as you said.
Oh, beauty.
It cannot be taken because the queen just gets into the game. With Queen C4, Bishop C4, Bishop C4 is also good. I think they're all very important. So here he played after Knight E4. He didn't want to take. And he played Bishop E7 after takes. And again, this is not a very easy move, but here I played...
Wait. Okay. White to move. Let them guess. We can give them, because you will end the game and they should get the fun of guessing your final moves.
I mean, there is still like 10 moves.
Oh, 10 moves. Okay.
He didn't last that long, but he got mated eventually.
Okay, so then you can decide which is the critical moment to think, but maybe
Yeah,
one or
what's
two
easy?
more questions.
I played bishop f4. This is not easy. It is not even obvious. He was
Bishop?
surprised. F4.
Wow.
Just going forward. He played queen b6. Okay, this is the final move you have to find. And if you find this, very likely you will win the game. But I spent 7 minutes apparently in this position.
Just
So-
seven. Just seven, yeah.
Just 7, yeah.
So now we get to know Cemil much better. He doesn't move back. He doesn't defend his pieces. And he
And I
doesn't take too
respect
much time. You know, like he is fast.
And I love sacrificing, just give away pieces.
Yeah.
I would be world champion in giving up pieces.
Okay, how about
Now-
bishop d6? No,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, यहाँ पे ये knight is also defending this
Knight is
square.
there. That's the problem. I was going for the fork on knight takes on f6 somehow.
Hmm.
Creative.
No, the beauty of this position is that white has not developed this bishop yet after 20 moves. Also, the rook is still in the game, but his remaining pieces.
Yeah, I did everything opposite of what I say to do. Develop your pieces, castle. Any suggestions?
Vaibhav, any suggestions? Checks, captures, and threats, guys. That usually works in such
Yeah.
situations.
Especially if it's a puzzle to solve.
Yeah.
Rook e7 comes to mind, but can't think anything beyond that.
Well, you start with the intuition and then you build up on it. So
Samay has a good intuition. You know, his first moves are usually correct, but then he sees, oh, knight can also take, king can also take, and he's like, oh, this is too complicated. Let me not go there. But you know, you need to break it down. Samay, every move,
My
by
idea
one.
was rook takes, and if knight takes, then knight takes on f6 with check, forking everything and just resigns. But what if king takes? Then I have queen a3 check. But I can't see beyond it. After c5, it looks defended. So that's what I'm calculating.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very good. I
Please
am
continue.
impressed. Please continue.
I am also impressed. Continue. So he's attacking your knight. What is most natural thing to do?
Defend it, but again,
Okay. So right now, if D captures C,
Yeah.
if rook takes, then it's gone.
No, knight is there.
If he
Defending.
takes knight, then why would he take? Queen is
No, I
attack,
mean,
no?
you can't take c5 because knight defends.
knight
it.
hai. Yeah.
He goes queen to e6.
Excellent. That's why pawn takes doesn't work. And the reason is after queen e6, black saved his queen and pinned the knight on e4, and the knight has nowhere to go. That's why pawn takes c5 is not correct.
Hmm.
What is other captures we can do?
Can you go back to that position?
You mean here? This? Actually, rook into e7 is the correct move.
Yeah,
It's the correct move.
that's the game.
That's the game.
Queen
So,
a3, c5, everything happens.
taking with the
Now,
knight.
usually we have to think in checks, captures, and threats. That's how I thought of this. You see if any checks are there. If not, you see any captures are there. If not, you see any threats are there. So you calculate one check. So there's only two checks here, right? There's knight ka check and there's rook ka check. And knight ke both checks don't work. So I thought rook takes on e7.
Excellent. King takes.
And
This was the game.
now knight takes doesn't work, as Samay rightly pointed out, because of fork, and you know it will be lot of trouble. So he takes with the king, and
Again, we think checks, captures, and threats.
yeah.
And there are only two checks, which is queen b4 check, which doesn't work because queen takes. So the only last check is queen to a3 check. That's how we thought.
And he
Then
played
he
c5.
defends.
And now I think the only move is c5, because if the king moves anywhere, then f6 pawn hangs. Yeah, like that is the problem.
Exactly. That's why c5 only move. And here we continue the attack with usual checks, captures, whatever.
Don't tell me bishop d6 check, but because I don't
Bishop
see,
d6.
I don't see anything.
No, because
Bishop
then
d6.
knight
Wait,
takes.
so
Oh!
knight
Oh!
capture d4.
Really? Bishop d6 check is working? No, no,
Yeah.
I can't believe it to work.
No, no. That is too much, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have.
Yeah.
Okay, again we have to see checks, captures, threats.
So knight captures on c5 actually,
Very simple.
yeah, gives us a discovery option.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now we are threatening discovery with the queen and knight moving around. So he goes king d8. He runs away. And one more beautiful move left, and the game is over.
Okay, white
This
to
move
move.
is pretty challenging, I think.
Last move, guys. Now you have got your, it's like you have got your opponent in the net. Your last task is to finish him off, and you shouldn't leave him.
Yes.
Ashish Dake says, "Hi Sagar bhai, I somehow get triggered to play myself watching these streams, and I leave the stream in between to play. What to do?" Ashish, this is a big problem. You know, yesterday I was seeing Anish Giri on stream, and when he was playing, I felt so inspired, like the way he was calculating and all, and that I stopped the stream and started playing.
You'll never
online.
know. Oh,
Sorry.
no, you just got cut off, I think, in between.
No, what did you say, Rahul?
Your voice got cut off.
Okay.
You said, and what I felt, and then you stopped. So
Okay,
I was
okay.
like, we will never know what he felt.
Yeah,
He
no,
felt excited.
Anish Giri, the way he was playing, the way he was analyzing was so exciting that I said I have to play and I have to implement the way he's playing. So I think it's natural. You should play and then come back and see the stream again. You know, you can't stop your urge of playing chess.
Okay, long castle.
It's
Sorry.
illegal, unfortunately.
It's yeah.
This bishop
Bishop is-
controls the square through which the king is moving, so you can't long castle. By the way, check it out. Now there can be a counter attack coming at your king with rook e8 check, so be careful over there.
Oh, this is simp नहीं बोलना था, simple बोलना था, but sorry.
ठीक है.
Is it bishop c7 check? Sorry, I don't think it's right after.
अरे इतने सारे पीस मार रहे हैं उसको.
हाँ, अगर queen लेता तो फिर we had a fork, but queen can't take, rook will take.
Yeah, rook takes is the right move.
Oh man.
So what was your idea when you said long castle?
To bring in the rook in the game.
You can still do that, right?
How?
King d2.
Excellent.
Oh, king
It's fantastic
d2.
move.
Man, amazing, guys. Proud of all of you. You know, king.
He actually spoon fed us. Like he took us there. It's not like
What was the idea? What was the idea here?
Finish an attack, you
it's
generally
like
should-
what was the idea? Like we wanted to bring rook to play. Yeah, then you can still do it. So it's no credit to us for this. Yeah.
Arey Zeus, bye. Thank you, yaar. All the best to you. Thank you for your
Awesome.
future endeavors.
Yes.
Oh, Zeus. Zeus says my $75. He says my last super chat for next 4 months. Moving to remote area for work for next 4 months. No good internet there. Hope passion for chess continues. Also hope to see video of you play Pacify with Sammy and Tanmay.
See you in Kashmir, bro.
Zeus, please tell us more about you. You know,
$75.
Yeah.
Dude, he always gives $50, $100 he has given.
$75. That's like 5 million crores in INR.
No, but Zeus, you need to tell us who you are and do you know anything
What do you
about him,
do?
Samay? Do you know anything?
I just know he's rich.
he has, I think, spent at least $5,000, I guess, in the last 3 months. You know, he has been spending on chess players. And Zeus, you have helped all the chess streamers. You have helped Samay to get a new mic. You have helped Vidit to get a new mic.
Hey, hi Zeus, Rahul this side. Hi, how are you? Vaibhav, you also want to say hi to Zeus? Okay, so you played King D2.
Yeah, he played knight h4.
This is too interesting. Let's not stop the game, please. I
Yeah.
want to know how it.
Yeah.
Rookie one.
No, there's a fork.
No,
One
no,
of
no.
these.
Sorry.
Thank
See, this is how we make blunder. We think. And then,
Develop your final pieces.
yeah.
होगा तो
Bishop होगा ना
right.
पहले.
Bishop. Develop the
G2.
bishop. No, G2. Free mein bishop.
No, then Rook G1.
Rook G. Okay.
But then it hangs the other bishop.
Oh shit.
See, look at Samay. Bishop G2, Knight G2, फिर ये भी bishop, सब कुछ दे दिया. Full winning position में everything blundered.
Typical.
I think Samay took his words very seriously that Cemil likes to sacrifice. So it's like, okay, let's give everything to the audience.
No, I played very simple move, which should have been played maybe 10 moves ago. I played bishop d3. Nothing interesting here.
Yeah, just develop.
And, yeah, just develop. He took on g6 with the knight, free pawn, and
Attacking your bishop.
attacking my bishop. And here I got rid of his only defender, which is the knight on g6. I just took it.
Okay.
Because knight is always annoying because it's forking and all this attacks. So you get rid of the knight, there will be no forks. He takes, and now we bring the final piece. Literally the final piece.
एक बंदा कह रहा है Rahul, I waited for 1 hour and for one punchline. Thanks.
Yeah, here I played rook e1.
Come to my shows, you have to wait longer. In that.
Two punchlines, guys. Sorry.
Rook e1.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought the final piece. He played rook g8, and it's white to play and mate in a few moves. I don't know how many.
Oh, this is simple. Knight b7 check.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go on. Sorry बोली दिया. सोचना ही नहीं. Go on.
It's not knight b7 check. It's knight b7 sacrifice.
Knight b7 check yourself.
But I think Samay was saying knight b7, queen d6,
Queen D7. Yeah.
and then he wanted to, but he missed this. But he missed the next move also for white.
Yeah,
F6.
Yeah, take.
yeah. I was impressed actually. In like 2 seconds, he said, "This is easy, knight b7."
I didn't see so far.
Samay, you should trust your intuition sometimes. I know Adiban has said never trust your first feeling to you, but sometimes it is.
But
right.
but Adiban also said dear both is. So.
And after knight b7, he played king d7, and the game finished in 2 moves. He resigned.
Oh,
Attacked with everything.
did you go queen e7?
Well, queen is anyway going to come in, so why not get the rook in? You know, like.
Bring
Oh
the
yeah.
rook. Bring the rook, king c6, and here
Finishing
last move, and he resigned after I made the move.
I know the move.
Knight A5.
Knight f5.
Something better there.
But you know, knight a5 is just not in the spirit. It moves your piece back. You know, last move. Let's move forward.
Always forward.
Queen c6. Queen d6. Sorry, queen d6.
Also no mate. He runs away. That's too forward.
Even for you.
Now we go a little forward.
Okay, please, Rahul Subramanian, do the honors. Since Rahul is the guest today, we will let Rahul find this most important move.
Oh, okay.
Basically, हमको नहीं आ रहा है.
You said this move earlier in the game and it was correct. Maybe.
Yeah.
Rahul, you have already said it once.
Zaran is here. Zaran is here. Just to top Zeus. Kidding. Zaran here. Big fan of all of you guys.
Zaran.
Please come to Dubai. Rahul, big fan of Samay. Once this lockdown gets over.
I think it's a queen a5.
A4.
A4.
Sorry, a4.
Zaran ji, thank you.
Yeah, and there is mate in 3 after queen b5.
Queen b5, now mate in 3. Guys, Zaran Habib, thank you so much, has contributed $80 just to top Zeus. Kidding, Zaran here. Big fan of all of you guys. Please come to Dubai. Rahul, big fan. And Samay, once this lockdown gets over, And
Yeah,
Sagar,
thank God.
please join Vidit, Timur, and Anish. It's such a fun stream. I think Zahran, you're going to bring all the chess streamers there, and then we all will play chess. That's the plan, yeah? Oh, unbelievable.
Okay, so now he gets queen to b.
Okay,
And
now knight
actually-
a5 check.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm actually thinking it's sad that the finishing blow is going backwards. But what to do?
Well, it happens. It happens.
Rook b7 check, and he
Excellent.
resigns.
And queen.
Oh man, what a game! What a game, Cemil! Gem of a game by Cemil. Tremendous. What do you have to say? So let's start with Vaibhav. Vaibhav, you didn't see the full game, but did you like it?
Oh, it's crazy. It's just the only keep moving forward, and just the most active play wala thing is it's insane.
What about Rahul?
I feel I have so much like respect for Cemil's personality. He's like one of those. If you see in those Hollywood, mafia movies, the Don never speaks much, but he's the most aggressive. You'll have the opponent come and keep yelling, and he'll just say one thing: "If that's what you want to do, you can do." He gives me that vibe, right? He's so aggressive, but he talks so patiently. He talks so sweetly, But he's going to kill you. That's the whole vibe of this game. It's like, okay, you want to do that? Be my guest. Like soft-spoken assassin. I think that's.
Oh, nice name. Soft-spoken
brilliant
assassin, Cemil. That's a new name.
Amazing. I like that actually.
Yeah, soft-spoken assassin. When he has to go and kill someone, first he'll check. Are you sure? Are you good? You want to take a seat? Have some juice.
Amazing.
What a beautiful game!
Beautiful.
I love how he was so aggressive in the game, which is so against everything. Whatever little I know about chess and whatever little I play, it's so scary to do so many of things he did. So I'm like just in awe of that. So awesome! Thanks, Cemil, for doing this.
Cemil, Rahul is a very solid player. He likes to protect all his pieces. And the first lecture he comes, you are showing this game where you are sacrificing all your pieces. That just shifted his entire thought process about chess.
Yeah.
Ye chess hai kya?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Samay bhai, how was the game for you? I think it was your style.
I loved it. This is me if I don't make any blunder.
This is it.
This is my dream. I would have retired if I had played such a game. I would be like, okay, chess is done. Now let's focus on Go.
Cemil minus blunders equal to Samay.
Beautiful game, especially the fact that the opponent was a higher rated player. That gives me amazing thrills because I have also defeated an international master in the past. So I know how it feels.
Never misses an opportunity to say this, Samay Raina.
That too with the same H6 idea. Great idea. Beautiful.
That's okay. That's okay, Sagar. There have been streams. There have been streams in which Sagar, you have cracked better jokes than Samay too. So it works both ways.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically, Cemil, this was a tremendous session. I mean, we enjoyed it so much. Thank you for showing us such wonderful chess. And you've been on stream just yesterday, but already you've become a big favorite of so many chess people. They're loving your way. In fact, today, even before the stream started, everyone was just typing bring Cemil on stream. So that's the reason. Amazing.
No, I'd like to thank you so much for your time. I apologize for taking it so long. I didn't realize this game would go on forever. But yeah, my apologies. It was not planned, but thank you for listening. I hope the viewers had fun. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah,
And
everyone
very
had a lot of
happy to be
Absolutely.
here. So,
Absolutely.
thank you so much.
Cemil
thank you.
Cemil OP in the chat, and also Rahul, thank you so much for coming today. It was a big surprise, and you came, and Zeus contributed $75, and then
That was my aim.
Zaran contributed $80, and you're like, oh, Rahul ka mera appearance fee is done. Now I can pay him finally.
See, bye. My whole aim.
क्या मस्त joke मार के हंस रहा है सागर को देख।
My whole aim was when I of coming to this stream was ensuring that Zaran and Cemil, Zeus notice me, and they know that I also have a YouTube live which happens every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I'm not promoting my stuff. I'm not that kind of guy. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. I do streams, and you don't have to come and contribute because this is not about me. It's about Sagar's channel. So that's all I want to say. Yes.
you know Rahul has said it. Samay is like, अरे मेरे को तो मेरे स्ट्रीम पे ये लोग आते ही है, they contribute. वैभव सबसे रिलैक्स, वैभव is like, ये सब में कुछ पढ़ना ही नहीं है. I'm very cool, calm, amazing.
Vaibhav is still thinking about the last move.
मेरे को इससे पूछना, I wanted to ask where he's thought about aggression in the game, but yeah, we don't have much time to get into that question, I guess.
Yeah, we will be back tomorrow again at 8 a.m. But I think I have to end the stream right now. I have to rush somewhere. But thank you guys, everyone, for joining in. Samay, Cemil, Rahul, and Vaibhav. It was a complete pleasure to have you all. See you.
Same here, bro. Thanks,
Cemil.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, Cemil. Have
Thank
a nice evening.
See you.
And everyone else, good morning.
सागर
अरे यार, समय फिर से एंड में बोल रहा था, मैंने कट कर दिया. समय भाई, sorry for that. I have to really rush. And guys, I missed a couple of super chats. Let me just read them here, which is Nishant Kamath. Ask Vaibhav, why was Saurav Ghosh so angry on Zoom show? Oh, I'm sorry, Nishant. I just read it too late. Saurav Kathale, Dakshina. Thank you so much, Saurav. Murli Funny. Wrong math. Cemil plus blunders equal to Samay. Okay, nice one. Saurav Kathale, thank you for the super chat. Kishore Hazarika. Oh, Anarkali ji sent 100 rupees and Kishore Hazarika sent 101. I think no, Anarkali sent what, 101? And Kishore Hazarika said something like 101.1 just to top Anarkali ji. Nice. But guys, it was a great fun, great pleasure to have such wonderful people on the show. Samay, as always, amazing guy, has been coming regularly for the streams. Out of 47, he must be here at least for 35 of them. Vaibhav, the most regular, waking up every day. He's been a bit late recently, but I think he'll be back soon. Today was wonderful having him. And Rahul, the new addition to this entire thing, and I think he enjoyed himself today. And last but not the least, Cemil, who showed a gem of a game. Gem of Cemil. I think I'll put that in the title. Gem of Cemil. What a game it was. Thank you all for joining in. I'll be back tomorrow. I think today evening will be a slightly off day. Sunday, take some rest from streaming. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, guys.